plays in the book of Revelations. Back once again. Here to bring you some Sunday night foosball. As I told y'all before, I'm the prophet of all prophets. All prophets wrapped into one. All others before me were false. The time is now, the Alpha and Omega. We're in the book of Revelations and Genesis. The end times is in the beginning. It's the beginning of the end. And today, I come to you again as the prophet Noah and Ezekiel, prophet Ezekiel, the one who saw the wheels. So let us begin. We're in the day of the age before the flood. So here we have the NFL, biggest sports venue, biggest venue period, biggest corporation in the world. Has many sponsors, everything. Super Bowl is the biggest stage in the world. Every year, it's all over the world. Who are they? Who are these giants? These are the fallen angels. The NFL is the NEPHILIM. The Nephilim, the fallen. The Baphomet. The Raphaim. The Raphamites. The Baphomet. They're the Baphomet. That's why they wear helmets. That's why they wear helmets. And the NFL brings in mad money. Billions of dollars. Billions. They'll sign a player for $300 million. $100 million. What do you work for? What do you work for? Minimum wage, $15 an hour, the most. Why they make billions off of you and raise the prices, but you are all worshiping false idols. The day and age is now. I don't know what you thought about the Bible. It is real, just not how you know it. There are no spiritual beings as you know it. Walking around with angel wings. Nah. What you see is what you get, live and direct. So let's go. All your false idols are on TV. It's hypnotism. So Genesis 6:4 reads as follows. The Nephilim were in the earth in those days. Remember that. They were in the earth in those days. And also after that, which is now, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. The same were the mighty men that were of old, the men of renown. These are the watchers that came down and mated with female women of the earth and created giants. They crossbreeded. They crossed the blood. They went from black and white blood and mixed. And there's the giants of today. It's the half-breed. The Nephilim were the offsprings of the sons of God and the daughters of men. Before the deluge, I told you I am Noah. Come before you, the flood is going to come now. It's the blood. The blood is coming. A similar identical biblical Hebrew term read as the Nephilim by some scholars or as the word fallen by others. It appears in where I told you from the prophet Ezekiel. It's all about the blood. They lived in those days and they still live today. They're about to come from out of the earth, the hollow earth. What you think is fake is real shit. The Nephilim were the giants. That's who Goliath was. Let's go. As I said, you are in the days of Noah. The days of Noah are here. Are upon you. The blood is about to come. The blood is the flood. And who were they? They were the giants. They were the giants in the earth in those days. The giants are the G.I. The army. The army ants. Army ants. Ants is tanks. Army tanks are coming. They're warriors, killers. It's the terracotta. The underground Asiatic black man. The army. They're coming to take over. What you thought was in the past is upon you now. I told you, the Asiatic black man, the underground, everything that has to do with that black man was always underground. Underground hip-hop, underground railroad. Yeah, had slaves on the underground. That's what the Underground Railroad was. So like I told you, live and direct from Jamestown, New York, who has a lot to do with this, your boy Sonny Lobo. I'm going to introduce to you, player in the game, Mr. Roger Goodell, who heads up the entire NFL. He's the commissioner of the NEPHILIM from Jamestown, New York. Jamestown, New York. A lot to do with this. Always has. It's the home of the man who runs the entire NFL. Roger Stokey Goodell. Stokey is low-key. The low-key, key low. The Skull and Bones. Right here from Jamestown, New York, running it. $40 million a year. For football. Also from Jamestown, New York is Lucille Desiree Ball. The Nephilim. It's Ball. You got a man from Jamestown running the NFL football. The Queen of Comedy, Lucy Ball. Right from Jamestown, from King James Bible, King of Jamestown. Your boy, Johnny Blaze. The Queen of National Comedy is Lucifer Ball. The King of the NFL football. The Commissioner, Roger God L. It's the God L. Mr. Goodell. And your boy, the prophetic prince of balling. We're all balling up here. The convict. It's the Lobo. The felonies of the fallen. We are the fallen. I'm here to tell you what is about to unfold upon you. So what's the NFL got to do with Jamestown? Like I told you, who's running it? And all the fugazi shitting signs on your face and you don't even know it. You're worshiping false idols. The Buffalo Bills went all in for Allen in the NFL draft. In 2018, 777 jackpot. They went all in. Black top. Your boy, Allen. If you know like I know, those L's are sevens. You know he was for them racist tweets. That was his big issue. Coming out of college, nobody really heard of him. He was suspect. And then these racist tweets came out. All symbolism. Talking about niggas want a troubled son. All this dumb shit, get people talking. And all along was a black and white thing going on anyway. Black and white people behind it. So let us go. More into his tweets down here. Numbers is everything. Make sure you see it. It's about to show up these niggas at Pong. Gonna do 4. At J Prodigy 5. At A Flyer 5. And J Sal Forever 5 from Josh Allen. It was in 2012. You got 5, 5, and 5. What does it all mean? His racist tweets were at 5, at 5, at 5. That's 5, 5, 5. The Bills traded 2 second-round picks to move up 5, 53 and 56, to move up 5 spots. There's your 5, 5, 5. The Bills, told you some of their L's, pick Allen 35 years after Jim Kelly. Your boy with L's, signed in 1983. Your 3 5s. 35 is 3 5s. Ironically, Allen is the 7th QB selected by the Bills since Kelly's retirement from the Bills. And in this year's 2019 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars, round 1, picked Josh Allen. Number 7, outside linebacker from Kentucky. And it was all about the racist tweets from the white Josh Allen. And there's the black Josh Allen. Everything's in black and white. Y'all been played. 2018, white Josh Allen goes number 7, round 1, 17. This year's the black Josh Allen. He knew what time it was. He had a leopard print jacket on. He knew immediately. They all know. And what's that got to do? I told you the Giants are the army tanks. There's going to be a collaboration of the communists and fascists and Nazis coming to a theater near you. The German tank was named the Leopard. They still use it to this day. It's going around your streets pretty soon, just like that. But you know, as freedom is about to come to a fucking end. So let's go. It's got a lot to do with the NFL because they know sports is symbolism. The 2018 NFL Draft first round. Bills trade with Tampa Bay to move up 5 spots from number 12 to 7. 12 plus 5, 17. 17 and 7 are the same thing. 7 times 1, 7. They moved up 12 to number 7. 5 spots, which gives you 12. 7 plus 5 is 12, which equals 21. I told you blackjack, they're playing cards. They went all in for Allen at number 7. The Buffalo Bills select Josh Allen from University of Wyoming. You see it, Wyoming, 7 letters. Cowboys, 7 letters. Quarterback, number 17. Q is the 7th letter of the alphabet. The QBs, the QBLs, the Kubos, the Kabbalah. You dumb motherfuckers. You all been played. In God you trust. It's all about Allah. The Bills paid a price to get their quarterback. They didn't have to trade up their other second round pick, but they gave up 2 second round picks, 53 and 56. That's when they moved up to 5. They were desperate to get a quarterback. That's the one they had was Jim Kelly. And ironically, Josh Allen that year, 2018, was the 7th quarterback the franchise has drafted since Kelly retired. Bam! It's all about the 7s. The Bills did not have to surrender their second round pick, number 22, which is Skull and Bones. But they give up second round picks, 53 and 56, like I told you, to move up 12. The deal almost didn't happen. See right here, involved 12 again with the Bucks. Broncos and Bills had a deal until Bradley Chubb fell to the Denver at number 5. It was your 5 again. What else that year? That's when the Twins came in. What's this got to do with it? The Twins. One twin was played the year before he got drafted. That motherfucker that ain't got no hand. It was all set up. His brother were the Twins. It's that Shaquille and Shaquem Griffin. Twin brothers. What's that got to do with Seattle? This, of course, the Seahawk. It is a twin engine turbo shaft. It's the big twins. Military. Told you. Everything is military. God is the military. There you have it. The builders and destroyers. The big twins. The Seattle Seahawk. That's why the Twins went there. Again, your boy Blaze for SKF, MRC, and Jamestown, who built ball bearings for Sikorsky, Bell, all of them. Pratt Whitney, weapons of mass destruction, Black Hawk engines, Seahawks, everything. So you see his niggas, like I told you, that's who the NEPHILIM is. The Anunnaki, the Elohim, the NEPHILIM. It's the Anunnaki. They watching you. They played you. Let's get back to Buffalo, the Buffalo Soldiers. It was an all-black cavalry unit of the Army. He says African American. And they made a movie about it, Buffalo Soldiers. Told you niggas is running shit. Buffalo Soldiers were African American soldiers who mainly served on the western frontier. Following the Civil War in 1866, 6 all-black cavalry and infantry regimes were created after Congress passed the Army Organization Act. Their main tasks were to help control the Native Americans of the plains. Niggas was controlling the Native Americans. Wow. Anyway, they said they captured cattle rustlers and thieves, protect settlers, stagecoaches, wagons, railroad crews, everything, the whole Western Front. No one knows for certain, they say, why the soldiers were called. The all-black 9th and 10th Cavalry were dubbed Buffalo Soldiers by the Native Americans they encountered. One theory claims the nickname arose because the soldiers were dark, curly hair. It resembled the fur of a buffalo. Another assumption is the soldiers fought so valiantly, fiercely, just like a buffalo, resilient, Whatever the reason, the name stuck. The African-American regime formed in 1866, including the 24th and 25th Infantry. Side note here, which were consolidated from 4 regiments, became known as Buffalo Soldiers. It's the Buffalo 4. It's the Buffalo 4. Like they earlier said, their hair looked like fur of the buffalo. It's the Buffalo Fur. There's 4 different regiments. It's the Buffalo Fur. And they got consolidated into the Buffalo 4. They went to the Super Bowl and were Buffalo 4. All set up. The NFL, it's the NEPHILIM, the Blue Bloods, the Phoenicians. And for y'all motherfuckers that's talking about the anthem don't belong in the NFL, or whether it do, however you stand upon it, that's who the motherfucking NFL is the national anthem. That's their shit. The NFL is the military. The Nephilim, the giants. And as they said in Peter's 1 through 11, the false prophets also arose among the people, just as there will also be false teachers among you, which has always been since you've known, since you went to kindergarten. You had false teachers and false prophets in you. The school system lied to you, who will secretly introduce you destructive heresies, sports. It's of the devil, even denying the master who bought them. They sinned against the God, the Creator, with the adversary, with so much in their hearts that they rebel against the adversary, their master, but the damage is already done. Sports is bad. You've got false idols. Many will follow their sensuality, and because of them, the way of the truth will be maligned. And in their greed, they will exploit you with false words. Their judgment from long ago was not idle, and their destruction is not asleep. You're in the days of Noah now. Like I told you, when that flood is coming, it's the blood. They're coming for blood. And all of you that are sports worshipers are going to get it up the ass. Basketball, football, baseball, it's all ball. The mighty dollar ball. It's your boy, I am the prophet, Easy Kill. The God Killer. I am the 5th Instar. Metamorphosis. Transformation. To the higher realm. While you are left behind in the physical, in the flesh, and shall die 1,000 deaths. Get on my level, the transformation, the 5th Instar, the prophet. The flood is coming. It was unlike his kind, but he was their kind. Your boy, Johnny Blaze, from the book of Revelations. You dig?